We're in an interesting time at the moment, effects-wise, because we've come out of the era where everyone was doing things CG regardless of whether it was the most appropriate technique or not. That people are starting to realise now that there are numerous ways that you can get your effects done, and models are as valid now as they ever were. The advantage we have is that in combination with the CG departments, we can now do stuff possibly a little bit more ambitiously than we ever could. You can now remove rigs if they fall into shot. You can now put expansive backgrounds. You can put people into model sequences where previously suddenly your street becomes mysteriously empty because you've cut to the model shot and you can't do the miniature people. So the combination of techniques that we can now put together to create a single shot have given us more scope than we've ever had at any point in this industry's history, and that's very exciting. There are still a lot of people in the industry who are interested in this side of it, and yes, there has been a couple of years where possibly the training ground hasn't been there in quite the expansive way that it was maybe 5-6 years ago. But having said that, it has meant that the talent pool out there at the moment is very experienced. They've all been doing this for quite a long time, and it is a relatively small world, even within the small world of film and TV. The model-making fraternity is smaller yet again, and we do tend to sort of swap a lot between films one week, TV the next, drama, documentary, and there is a nice team of people, all of whom tend to respect each other's work, and that's been quite nice. I mean, you do end up with people who come off the big films like Alien versus Predator and straight on to Doctor Who, as has happened with this. So it's the same talent pool, really, just sort of, you know, moving around the industry. The show is obviously coming back, and obviously I would be lying if I said I'm not going to be trying my hardest to try and get onto that, because it's one of the few shows on television that you can have quite such a breadth of input on the effects work. I was always such a huge fan of the alien planets that were created in the original series. You know, people like Colin Mapson and Ian Scoones and Matt Irvin, all of whom created these amazing alien landscapes on such a tiny budget. Series 1 of the new series has obviously been primarily Earthbound, and we haven't had those alien environments yet. That's something that I'd really, really love to have a crack at, something that you've not seen on TV for many, many years, of the Doctor and Rose stepping out onto a completely alien environment, and to be involved in the creation of that environment would be great fun.